The murder of Lana Clarkson is a chilling and tragic case that has captivated the public's attention for years. Lana Clarkson was a talented actress and model whose life came to a sudden and violent end on February 3rd, 2003. Her death and the subsequent trial of the man accused of killing her, music producer Phil Spector, have raised numerous questions and controversies. In this episode, we will delve into the details of Clarkson's murder, the investigation, trial, and the lasting impact of this tragic event. This episode is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Hey listeners and viewers, let's talk about surfing the web. We all love the freedom the internet offers, but it's essential to remember the importance of online security and privacy. That's where our favorite tool, ExpressVPN, comes in. ExpressVPN provides a layer of protection that keeps our personal data secure and private. It's especially crucial when we're shopping online or using public Wi-Fi, ensuring our passwords, email, and sensitive information remain our own. It's super easy to use. You just open the app, click to connect, and voila, your connection is secure, your IP address is masked. This level of encryption is a game changer, allowing us to browse, stream, and work worry-free. And let's not forget the speed. ExpressVPN is incredibly fast, avoiding the lag and buffering we all dread. It's especially great for those of us who love streaming our favorite shows and movies. No more geo-restrictions or content limitations. Plus, the versatility is impressive. It works on every device, phones, laptops, even routers, so everyone who's connected to your network is automatically protected. Customer support is also phenomenal. They're available 24/7 to help you with anything you need. It's genuinely a comprehensive service. We can't emphasize enough the importance of protecting your online presence. Internet security is not a luxury, it's a necessity. And ExpressVPN is a powerful tool in maintaining your online privacy. Use the link in the description and sign up today and explore the different plans available. Find the one that suits your needs and start browsing the internet with peace of mind, knowing you're protected with the best. Secure your internet, enjoy your freedom, and let ExpressVPN be your companion in the digital world. Before we dive into today's episode of Hollywood Homicides, we'd like to remind you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Just search the True Crime Never Sleeps podcast or use the link in the description. And without further ado, let's dive into today's episode. Lana Clarkson was not only a rising star in the entertainment industry, but also a woman with a remarkable blend of talent, ambition, and charisma. Her journey to becoming an actress and model showcased her dedication and passion for the craft, as well as her resilience in pursuing her dreams. Lana Clarkson was born on April 5th in 1962 in Long Beach, California. From a young age, she exhibited a natural inclination towards the performing arts. Her parents recognized her talent and supported her aspirations, encouraging her to pursue her dreams in the world of entertainment. Lana's journey in the entertainment industry began with a successful modeling career. Her striking beauty and tall, statuesque figure made her a sought-after model in the fashion and advertising world. Lana appeared in numerous print and television advertisements, and her unique look caught the attention of both clients and audiences alike. Her experience as a model provided her with valuable exposure to the world of entertainment, laying the foundation for her eventual transition to acting. Lana's magnetic personality and determination led her to pursue acting seriously. She understood that modeling, while a stepping stone, wasn't her ultimate goal. Her transition to acting required dedication and hard work, but Lana was more than up for the challenge. She attended acting classes, honed her craft, and tirelessly auditioned for roles in both television and film. Lana Clarkson's talent and perseverance paid off when she secured various roles in both television and film productions. She appeared in episodes of popular TV series like Knight Rider, The A-Team, and Silk Stockings. However, her breakthrough came with her role as the Amazon, the cult classic film Barbarian Queen. The film showcased her acting abilities and made her a recognizable figure in the industry. As her career gained momentum, it seemed that Lana Clarkson had a bright future ahead. Her dedication to her craft and her passion for acting were evident to all who worked with her. Colleagues and industry insiders spoke highly of her professionalism and the positive energy she brought to the set. Despite not achieving A-list status in Hollywood, Lana's talent and potential were undeniable. She continued to audition for roles and work on various projects, each experience contributing to her growth as an actress. Her journey was marked by the kind of perseverance and resilience that characterizes many who aspire to make it in the competitive world of entertainment. The invitation from Phil Spector to Lana Clarkson on that fateful evening marked the beginning of a series of events that would ultimately lead to tragedy. As the night wore on, Lana had just finished her shift as a hostess at the House of Blues, where she had been interacting with patrons, as she often did. It was within this vibrant atmosphere that she first encountered Spector. Phil Spector, a figure of immense influence in the music industry, was known for his legendary wall of sound production technique and his collaborations with some of the greatest musicians of all time. He was a larger-than-life personality with a reputation for his eccentricity and unpredictability. When Spector extended the invitation to Lana to come to his mansion for a nightcap, she may have seen it as a chance to connect with a prominent figure in the entertainment industry. Little did she know that this seemingly innocuous decision would lead to a night that would change her life, ultimately end in tragedy. The events that unfolded within the walls of Phil Spector's mansion remained shrouded in dispute and controversy. According to Spector's account, Lana Clarkson's death was a result of an accidental self-inflicted gunshot wound. He alleged that Lana had become deeply despondent that night and tragically had taken a .38 caliber Colt Cobra revolver and placed it in her own mouth. In this version of events, the gun had discharged accidentally, leading to her instant death. This account, however, raised immediate suspicions and questions. The circumstances surrounding Lana Clarkson's death seemed to defy common sense and presented a number of inconsistencies. And before we dive into those inconsistencies, we'd like to remind you, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification button to be notified of future videos, and subscribe to the podcast on all major podcast platforms, Good Pods, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or whatever it's called by now, or anywhere you find your podcasts. And with that out of the way, let's dive into those inconsistencies. First up, forensic evidence. Forensic analysis of Lana's body became a central focus of the investigation. The examination of the gunshot wound to her mouth revealed that the gun had been placed there at close range, making the notion of an accidental discharge improbable. Additionally, the absence of gunshot residue on Lana's hands cast doubt on the idea that she had fired the gun herself. Witness testimonies. Multiple witnesses who had interacted with Spector and Clarkson earlier in the evening provided their accounts. These individuals described Lana as upbeat and in good spirits, which sharply contradicted Spector's claims that she was despondent and suicidal. And then we have expert testimonies. Expert witnesses in fields such as forensic science and ballistics were brought in during this trial. Their analysis challenged Spector's version of events, providing evidence that suggested Lana Clarkson had been the victim of homicide rather than an accidental death. And of course, we have to look at Spector's behavior. Suspicion grew further due to Phil Spector's behavior immediately following Lana's death. He was reported to have made the statement, "I think I killed somebody," to his chauffeur, contradicting his later claims of an accidental death. Furthermore, Spector did not immediately call 911 or seek medical assistance for Lana, raising questions about his intentions and actions that night. The investigation into the fateful night of Lana Clarkson's death was characterized by its meticulousness and the painstaking unraveling of a complex web of events. The evidence collected, the witness testimonies, and the expert analysis gradually painted a different picture from the one initially presented by Phil Spector. This tragic night would ultimately lead to a highly publicized trial that sought to uncover the truth behind Lana Clarkson's untimely demise. The trial of Phil Spector for the murder of Lana Clarkson in 2007 was nothing short of a high-profile legal spectacle. And it's probably, for me, the biggest, I would say, murder trial that I've ever witnessed on TV. I was actually living in California at the time, so that was like front-page headlines like every day. The trial captured the attention of the media and the public, turning the courtroom into a stage for a dramatic legal battle. This trial marked the culmination of years of investigations and legal proceedings, and would ultimately determine Spector's fate. The prosecution was led by Deputy District Attorney Alan Jackson and presented a compelling case against Phil Spector. Their strategy focused on establishing a pattern of behavior that demonstrated Spector's dangerous disposition towards women and his propensity for using firearms to intimidate and control them. Some of those elements of the prosecution's case included a history of threats. The prosecution argued that Spector had a troubling history of threatening women with firearms. They presented testimonies from women who claimed to have been threatened or assaulted by Spector in the past. These accounts were intended to paint a picture of Spector as a man with a dangerous and aggressive streak. Coercion and unwillingness. The prosecution contended that Lana Clarkson had been unwilling to go to Spector's mansion that night, but had been coerced into doing so. They aimed to establish that her decision to accompany Spector was not voluntary, suggesting that she may have felt trapped or threatened. The heart of the prosecution's case rested on the argument that Spector had the intent to harm Lana Clarkson. They presented forensic evidence and expert testimonies that challenged Spector's claim of an accidental death, instead suggesting that the gun had been intentionally placed in Lana's mouth. And of course, the defense had to make their case. The defense team, comprised of skilled attorneys, presented an alternative narrative. They sought to create reasonable doubt in the minds of the jurors by portraying Lana Clarkson as a deeply troubled individual with a history of depression and substance abuse. Their contention was that her death had been a tragic accident with no malice or intent on Spector's part. Their key points included Lana's troubled history. They argued that Lana Clarkson's history of depression and substance abuse had created a fragile mental state which could have contributed to her taking her own life accidentally. The defense portrayed Spector as a music legend with no apparent motive to commit murder. They emphasized his status and suggested that he had nothing to gain from harming Clarkson. The defense maintained that Lana had placed the gun in her own mouth, but it had accidentally discharged, resulting in her tragic death. Throughout the trial, the courtroom atmosphere was charged with tension. The prosecution and defense presented conflicting testimonies, expert witnesses provided technical analysis. Lana Clarkson's friends and family, as well as Spector's associates, took the stand to offer their perspectives on the events of that night. The trial proceedings were closely followed by the media, making every twist and turn in the case headline news. It was a legal battle that pitted the reputation of a music icon against the pursuit of justice for a promising actress whose life had been abruptly cut short. In the end, the jury in the first trial could not reach a unanimous decision, resulting in a mistrial. However, a second trial took place in 2009, which concluded with Phil Spector being found guilty of second-degree murder. He was sentenced to 19 years to life in prison, bringing an end to a long and contentious legal battle. The trial of Phil Spector for the murder of Lana Clarkson remains a notable chapter in the annals of celebrity justice. It was a complex legal battle marked by conflicting narratives, expert testimonies, and the search for truth in the shadow of fame and infamy. Ultimately, it resulted in the conviction of a man once celebrated for his musical achievements, underscoring the principle that no one is above the law. Let us know your thoughts on this case in the comments section below. Do you believe the defense or the prosecution? Me personally, I'm pretty sure Phil Spector was guilty, even in the first trial. And if you want to support the channel, you can buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/TCNS. Your support helps the channel grow, upgrade our equipment, bring in a new host, and be able to pay them. And of course, hopefully one day take this show on the road. As always, thank you so much for watching and listening. We'll see you next time.